Alright, welcome back folks to our Disco Elysium playthrough. It's brought to us by Yashabe. Thank you for supporting the channel. And last time we were playing, well, we did a lot of stuff, and we've got a lot of stuff to do. Like track down our gun, track down our badge, and who put the clothes in the trash? We don't know. We'll have to find them. Oh, we also have to find Smokes. Very important. These are all our tasks that we need to do. Hopefully, we can get them done. We also found our clipboard, that's right. Clipboard's right here. Look at us carrying that. Probably heal our morale. Whatever. Probably not important. Let's talk to this lady.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyways?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Board games?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Don't be ridiculous. I know all of these things.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Uh-oh, I'm getting called out for being weird.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. That is such a boomer response that I'm gonna go with that.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
I get it.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman, or I should stop being one. What should a cop look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important police work anyway. It's your points to your head. Wow, look at that. Look at the guy. He'll never be as good as Mullen. 4? Okay.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
That's right. A real failure. Overshadowed by a fake man. That's harsh. I don't really want to deal with this. It's too much.
Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things. Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir.
Oh,
Like in the books.
let's do some composure. To do something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. You can show them to me. Actually, I'd rather not deduce anything. Every time I deduce, people get hurt.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay. You heard me. Hands up.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes. There were a few other hints. It's super simple for a detective like myself.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Want more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. You think so? Fine. Do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait. How do you know I'm usually not? And I'm having a grand time. I'm also sad and my head hurts. I'm going with the
Because
first
you
answer I
usually
see
aren't.
now. Oh well. We'll go with 2 then.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Let's run. 42%.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on. So you know me. We've met before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week, sir. Sometimes without your shirt on, asking people questions. I haven't really understood what about. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I doubt that. What do you mean better? I look like... Thanks. I'm trying. Two.
Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Oh no.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
No electrochemistry. Bad electrochemistry. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? The girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget about this.
Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? Thanks, I've learned something about myself today. Do we conclude?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Go inside. Well, when we conclude, we get experience. The more experience we get, the likely we are to get a level. Books everywhere. Sports magazines.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
That's why Rusty has VIP.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel like there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. So, are you the owner of this store? No thanks. Why are we taking the worst answers, by the way?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
That's true.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
What if I want to buy a book? Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Farewell for now, book peddler. Well, let's see if we want to buy a book.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course. No, she was definitely slacking off. It doesn't matter. Now tell me something else. Be nice. Okay.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
10. She was certainly very polite and helpful. 5. I felt some interest. 1. Not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
Okay, well, 10, 5, or 1. What are we going with, chat? Are we jerks? Or are we not jerks? Half jerks? Frank wants 3. She was nice, you be nice. 1, best girl. Okay.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I guess she's a trooper, all right. She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails? Okay, let's change the subject. 2.822533323 go. Right.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends how much you pay your kid.
Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
I was mistaken.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
We get this response now. I'll check it out.
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
A part of hers, too, clearly.
I don't think she can do anything about it. Okay, forget it. None of your business.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
We're getting hit by the morality police here.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That is true. And obviously the will of the market, but can you make an exception for your daughter? Yeah, it's actually super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. Very passive-aggressive. Two, three, one.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
You're like Annette to your husband and your mother. Should nod compassionately. Passive aggressive is usually the worst option in games and in real life. Yep.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Is this husband Annette's father? Is she an only child? Alright, I had something else in mind. It's probably two.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne? What's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved in the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
An only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Yes, of course, this economy.
Exactly.
The woman looks aloof.
Oh.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today. where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlock. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Cool. Now we can try and fail getting the body down. Oh, nice.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Storekeep. Anything of note in this shelf?
I would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. So you recommend it? Great, I don't need to know anymore.
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Can't get it. Because we don't have the money. We broke. How much money do we have? How much money do we have?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range
Oh, it's right
of
there, yeah.
paranatural literature.
Books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
I'll do it anyways.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh, how does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything, though it is important to note. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
Ooh.
How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Find something truly otherworldly. Let's go.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pail?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Sounds painful or sounds invigorating?
It is, and good for the circulation too. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
What does this pale aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Probably get my hands on that. How's that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Fair enough.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude.
The nude.
Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Well, I don't need that. I'll probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Sorry, lady, I don't have the money. Gotta go. How's she doing?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Alright, see ya. Got other things to do. Right tab. Why? Oh. Books appears to be erotica without actual erotica. Okay. Well, we should probably go check on the body again. Something here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Vandalism. Shake your head. Poor little viewer. At it. Look inside.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Ew. Oh, we got a plastic bag. I think we can collect bottles now. Oh, there's money here. Just stole money. We almost have enough for a book. Did we just steal a bag from a beggar? Yes.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside.
Can't do that. Sorry, we don't have the money here. We don't have the money for anything right now.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Can't get that check. Funny. Magnesium. Hey, we're here. Oi.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Probably.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
No, why would you even say that? Are you sleeping right now? I'm sorry for sneaking up. Kill her. Okay. There's no options to kill, though.
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Guy up here.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Why are you whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. I'll come back to this later. Three?
Sorry, I don't have time for this. I just want to finish my cigarette and be gone.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Hold on. Can I at least have a cigarette? Actually, the police really needs to talk to you.
Apologies, but this is my last one.
Damn.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Can't you just toss that one down? I need absolution. Chat is biochemistry. Yeah, of course. Chat is a 100% electrochemistry.
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw, kid. You're right. It was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette anyway.
What, really?
Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
As you wish.
Need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me anything about the hanging? Well, tell me your name first.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did I? Did you? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Probably talking about yours truly here.
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
Electrochemistry, calm down. What's her friend's real name?
I'd even go
Oh,
so far
shoot.
as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
God damn it.
We will remove the body.
Oh. No, not
And when did you...
last week.
You didn't answer...
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Let's convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony
That's my whisper
seems
voice.
almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Sign?
He's gone.
Should run after him.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Right. Probably didn't have anything important to say
He could
anyways.
be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
Well, let's go. It's time to continue our investigation. Flip up glasses. Well, we don't have glasses. +1 to logic, -1 to authority. Oh, we look like a huge dork. Our authority sucks. -1. But our logic, so good. Large rumbling. Oh, something here. Magnesium, alcohol. Money. Oh, we're getting somewhere, boys. We might be able to buy a book soon. Shoes. Maybe we can steal those. Monet.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Check the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Oh.
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Tool not in hand.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Do it.
A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
We only have one shoe because the mission bugged.
What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
Why are we so bad?
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Don't you think that's what I'm trying to do?
Perhaps you should give it another go.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, Detective.
Oh, we're going in. Breaking. Theory. Bullet and a shirt.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom?
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Well, at least we stole a shirt. That. Ah. That was our esprit de corps. Still at 3, so it's still pretty good. Electrochemistry at 5. Damn, we look pretty slick like this. Whoa! We rich! We can buy 2 books now.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Oh, check.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again. Or leave. Go buy books and cigarettes. Well, let's finish up what we're doing here.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Does the police open up? Do I have to open the door? Have a warrant. Don't have to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
We have no reason. Hey person,
Give me a moment.
cleaning lady.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Oh, cleaning lady.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
We got tricked.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
That's right.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. Just want to talk to him.
Talk?
Lady!
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world. Ask away, policeman.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
Talk to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Oh, let's barge in there. Let's do it.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology.
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Oh, lady.
The lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go.
That's all. Thanks.
Oh, no,
Let's go bust some squatters. This is the police.
You hear someone walking around inside.
Did you break in here? Excuse me, of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's a break-in. You cooking morphine in there? Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, that was smart. Good job, chat. You did it. For once, chat did not do the wrong thing. What are you doing here, lady? Fine mattress. Shoes. Wait, +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Hey, we got some shoes. We did it, boys. The fluent moneymaker man. All right.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy. Oops, it's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought and the shoes. Well, no, I don't want to lose my shoes.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Oh no, we're a lib now.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Hey.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Sure, let's do it.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside.
Nice
along with
haircut.
all her personal details.
Everything seems to be in order. One.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here? Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Two.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Glimpsed a foreclosed apartment down the hallway.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Peptide or
And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
My money's also disappeared, I think. Wait, so what happened to the wall? Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
My money's disappeared.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Thank you.
Of course.
So it seems like there's an apartment with a hole in the wall.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
There are communists around here, Kim.
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun.
Like the symbol.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it, because white is the color of peace. Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
We're not a communist. Confirmed. Not yet. Oh no. Don't say it. Money. Who would have thought? We're closed. Oh, there's a fridge here. Money. Healing? That's it. That's it. Run money, equip a plastic bag, collect bottles, and sell them. You're not wrong, game. You ain't wrong.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I'm the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Yeah. When were you last tested? Just answer some questions, okay? 3. Right.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Oh no!
Listen to your partner, pig man. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
That heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Seems bad for you, okay? You better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary. Three.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Keep looking off to the side. What you looking at? What you doing to the wall? You know anything about the recent murder?
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
You don't know how to write? Why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism. I actually don't have an opinion. I lied.
Lying is cool, I guess.
Anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Oh no. Nobody likes this. All right. 20 zoom out distance. Okay. Low on health. Put points into endurance. pants here. Laborer jeans. +1 to electrochemistry. I don't know if I should wear those. Do it. We love electrochemistry. You guys love it too much. I don't even know what kind of pants we're wearing. Thought we already have electrochemistry. You lose 1 to reaction speed. Money! Be rich! The reaction speed. 3? I'll keep it at 3. Door's locked. Exactly. Go talk to the lady, I guess. Kind of off what we wanted to do, but whatever. Magnesium? Don't mind if I do. Hey, lady. I want to talk to you for some reason.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Joyce L. What does the L stand for? RCM? What's that? I'm a little foggy here. What gave us away? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand.
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Bada bing.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
What does the L stand for?
Finn, my maiden name.
RCM? What's that? I'm a little foggy here.
I meant you. The Revachol Citizens Militia. The police.
Don't shake her hand or shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
She is unfazed by your rudeness, probably chalking it up to local custom.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about this strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? You seem rich. Can you give me some money? Thank you. That's all for now. 1-1. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Does she have a name? You have a license for this boat? think I have a handle on this boat thing.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago? What do you mean, archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou. I thought we're in Revachol. Still haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Okay, I thought you could go into a circle here. Okay.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Damn, got us.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
It's a sloop?
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
Okay. How about Cor de Leyte 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cor de Leyte, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish? How about the X something? How about Dolores? 3?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty. Oh,
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
okay, what kind of boat is this?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop, I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Ah, stuff it, Kim. You have a license.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened to the other time? I still need to see the license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
Wait, how little known is this fact?
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Oh no, we're idiots! Good job, chat. So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers? That's weak. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, look at me. Okay, forget the stupid Wayfarer Act. I had another question.
No need to resort to self-pity, detective. You can still ask for her passport.
I'm gonna need to see your passport.
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seigent. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that. Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
From Vesper?
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Everything seems to be in order.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Tell me about the lynching. You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. 6, we need cash.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes.
What nice
Well,
fabrics.
why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as
Oh
wolves.
no.
You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What's this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be, for even considering it. This is a woman, and I'm a man. Oh, working man.
You think your little communism protects you?
Communism?
No.
Oof.
The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Alright. Give me the slowdown on the reality.
This reality.
I got so drunk I forgot literally everything. Riot beg for her. It's like 20%. We're gonna fail it for sure.
What?
I went on a 3-day bender, now need you to explain the world to me.
Such an acute encephalopathy just doesn't seem possible. Surely you're joking.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are
We're
we?
in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Who's this Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol, and the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What is the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
And if you wanted to know, I think Rusty mentioned it earlier, but caillou means pebble in French.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, but who built the city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile-Marat, depending on your creed.
And when was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people. In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place. We're pretty much at the center of the world. We're on the periphery, basically nobody's. I guess two.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we? I don't know any of this.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Oh. Derealization. Do we internalize it? Oh, we gotta spend skill points to unlock slots. Ooh. No, it's not never them. It's never seen.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
All right, we'll do it later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Can you
Those
tell me
that
about
I
the
know.
lynching?
Anything else? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Wait, we don't have our badge.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when I told you I literally can't remember about the most basic facts of reality?
How can I forget?
One is my badge, the other is my name.
I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, Detective. A questioning technique.
It's not. I wish it were, perhaps. It's also true that I don't remember where my badge is.
I have sympathy for your highly unusual condition, sir, and I believe you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges.
I understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am, but is there no way around it?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. These are my employer's orders.
Damn, we don't have a badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Let's do negotiation.
Feelings will guide the way.
Failed.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You don't understand. It's not like a side case for me. This is my main thing. You have so much else. I only have this. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere, I only have this case.
Officer.
I don't remember anything except this lynching. There is only this coast and this lynching. Let's do that.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
Damn.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
What do you mean?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're henchmen now? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Oh no!
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could, find my badge. What do we do? Don't be a sorry cop. 2 or 3? I'll do 3.
That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union. or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Alright.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Oh?
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded here, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
When should come to the RCM?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
The strike is funded with drugs.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes?
Alright, we'll do it.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
It's
In the meantime,
3%.
let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Okay, it's 28. Okay, let's do it.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does? It's surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
Knf. Money. I am the scum of the earth.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else. Thank you.
Of course, detective.
Good job, boys. All right. We've got a skill point that we can put into getting another bot. Do it. Jamais vu. I don't know why Hobocop is like that. Oh, okay, no, because I haven't done it yet. I'll have a skill point though. Should we put it in? Suggestion? Volition? These are found white checks. Those are white, are available to you now. Possible, impossible, impossible, impossible. Legendary, impossible, impossible. Hanged man, legendary. Electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is our highest one. Why would we raise it more? How's the investigation? I'm following chat's advice, so very poorly. I haven't run into one situation where electrochemistry was actually good. At least volition raises my health. What was the guy's door? 27? Something like that?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
6 o'clock.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
So, like, are we making up for savagely cutting this game short tomorrow next week? Yeah, it's for, the Monday the 27th. That's when we're gonna be playing this. It would be next Monday. We got a dentist appointment. Orange bum hat. How many more sessions do you figure you finish this game? 30. Okay. We look like a Canadian now. That's not a problem, eh? Got her too. Bottles. Oh, let's go buy that book we were looking at. Now that we have the money.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Alright, let's go check out that book.
Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pearl. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pearl, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Restoring lost memories?
There are a number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
Curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here.
Oh?
Want to give it a shot? First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Ginger root? Fresh mint? Or common meadow rue? What do we go for? I mean, ginger is pretty common.
Next, You'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Ginger and whiskey? Boil it with the tea? Mash it into a paste with aloe vera extract. Tea?
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Ginseng? Ginseng's good. Pomegranate?
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The ginseng should give you more energy.
Oh.
The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago.
All right, time to get back to work.
You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more.
Put the book away.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Doorkeep, gonna buy these
I'm
maps.
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Wow.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
Oh.
From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Should we buy it? I mean, it's only 90 cents. Should we steal it at 28%? Buy it, right? Waste of money. I'll buy it.
Always good to be informed of your...
There was another book.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
The Greatest Innocence. Buy it.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Better be good.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate
Sexual
to have
crimes?
Dick Mullen and his
Oh my.
stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
This is very true.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Yes, please.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Oh. Any more?
Yes. There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Oh, let's do it.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken Identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does it speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. No. It's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm pretty intense. I'm all about that dark stuff. No, it's not that either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
Whoa! This is a PG stream, sir. Oh, right, that's definitely it. What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious.
Whoa! Wow.
Relax. It's not that bad.
God damn it.
Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
God damn it, electrochemistry. Get out of here.
Something the matter, detective?
Nope, all good here. Casually adjust your pants. Kim, would you describe this woman as a smoking dame?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and contemplates the book for a moment.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Oh, I want to buy this Dick Mullen book. $8. We're too poor.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Check out the trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
We haven't found the tabletop games yet. Behind the curtains.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
All right. Do we open the curtains or do we leave? Which is it gonna be? Good cop or loose cannon? When good cop. That's probably here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
What kind of board games do you have here? You have Carcassonne.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
My children?
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Wow, I have children? A family? Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant. I don't want to think about this.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me. Who would want to have children with me? Oh, that's sad. I don't feel like as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all of those. Which one are we taking? 3 is pure cope. Hook me up to copium. 1? Alright.
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
12 real?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Role-playing? What a bunch of nerds.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Yeah, 2nd edition's always the best one.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Yeah, I mean, what? Anything catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
25 bucks!
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it does, but we can't afford that. We're too broke. Broke and a joke. Five-finger discount. We can't steal the Mega Edition. There's no way. Hey there. Know anything about drugs?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
What you hauling, buddy?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Wicked. Always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Can I get a Falm tracksuit?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This
Machine.
rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, the lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh. You seem to be like... You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Yeah, I know all about it, man.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Are we going to be straight with him? Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Oh! Good job, guys. Do you not know police work at all? Trying to entrap my buddy, Tommy Lum? Entrapment? What's that?
Entrapment is where a law officer gets a person to commit a criminal offense they otherwise wouldn't commit, often through some trickery or fraud.
Yes. It's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they'd never do.
Oh. I mean, the police would never do that, right? Right? Hey, if it yields results, hey, I'm working here.
So you do realize entrapment doesn't work if you announce you're gonna do it in advance?
Let me be straight with you.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
You think it's doing the drug trade?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
All right. There's another guy around here. This guy. He hated us.
Looking for something?
Your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? That's all I needed to know.
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers.
Bites his lip. I thought this was the store. That is. Go bring our cans and bottles.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tear. At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a...
Alright. Hobocop money.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't...
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lined the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Yeah, thanks, Yashabe.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Say nothing, just take it in.
The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
What?
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Get the smokes.
Here you go, mister.
All right. We got the smokes. Hey, we got the book. Read.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy. Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned.
Oh no.
This might take a few minutes. You
Sure.
ready?
Why not? Pop quiz time, baby.
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Dolores Day.
Oh, know that.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism.
Oh, we fell for it.
And the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern. She was powerful and beautiful on all her icons.
Yes, we do have Atelier leader.
Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
Oh. Not thinking about it. Not thinking about it. Back to quiz. Or what? What?
A strange
Oh,
sensation.
God
of loss.
damn it, Rusty.
When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this.
Thanks for the
Yes,
damage.
the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day.
What?
Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence. Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party.
Gold, Jerry, gold.
Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
Too familiar to me. Shoot me a hint.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world, a literal personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident, or the... I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
Yeah.
Great. Dolores.
No. No pain. You know it's not going to be that, right? Probably your ex-wife or something.
Incorrect again. While she originated many modern institutions, launched several successful expeditions, and was even critical of the innocentic system itself, and somehow keeps popping up in your mind, she is not often considered the strongest. Even though the words most associated with her rule are l'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline, love, compassion, self-control, which could be seen as facets of strength. Would you like to try again? Please, relax.
Vesper?
Incorrect. Vesper Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vesper and Messina. Care to try again? Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place.
Because we opened the book.
But at the same time may rise to nobility, provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence?
Or no?
Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Ernest Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind. Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a D. Not particularly remarkable, but technically a passing grade. Not that anyone really expected better.
Hey, D is good.
You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, arrogant book.
What's going on with you?
It's so smart. Goddamn.
Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Man, something's weird about this book. You should do something fun instead. Rock out. Forget about it.
Hey, necktie, that's enough. some smokes.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
We don't have a lighter?
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Become a genius!
Necktie! Light it up!
Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Hey, you can't smoke in here.
Oh.
Please don't fuck with Frit.
Oh, excuse me?
Shut up. It's already happening.
What are the repercussions if I do this?
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true.
Let's do it.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
We chill now, boys.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. Because Frit has an army.
Mercenaries?
Yeah, like 2,000 or so. I don't know. It stops people from robbing Frit, I guess. If they know there's an army, I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with them anyway.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, but not unheard of.
That's what cops are for.
You think the police, like, bother catching shoplifters?
Okay. Ask her about reality. Well, I think the reality here is that we're out of time, guys. And we're gonna have to call it there for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Special thanks once again to Yashabe for supporting the channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.